Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of From Dust to Verdict. I'm your host, James Nevin, from the law firm of Brayton Purcell, LLP. This podcast is dedicated to the new epidemic of accelerated silicosis in artificial stone countertop fabrication workers. In each episode, we'll explore important topics and issues about this occupational health epidemic, as well as associated lawsuits. We'll cover topics such as the hidden dangers of engineered stone. We'll explore why artificial stone countertops pose significant health risks. We'll discuss the composition of engineered stone and how fabrication processes release harmful silica. In another episode, Understanding Silicosis, the Silent Threat, we'll delve into types of silicosis, chronic, accelerated, and acute, and their impact on workers. And we'll share real-life stories of affected workers to highlight the disease severity. In another episode, we'll focus on protecting yourself, safety measures, and best practices. We'll provide guidance on respiratory protection, including the use of P100 respirators and powered air purifying respirators. We'll discuss workplace safety protocols like wet cutting and proper ventilation. In another episode, we'll discuss navigating medical resources and support. We'll offer information on accessing medical screenings and finding specialists in occupational lung diseases. We'll highlight programs like Medi-Cal that provide healthcare support to affected workers. In another episode, we'll discuss your legal rights and how to seek justice. We'll explain the different legal avenues available for workers diagnosed with silicosis, including third-party civil lawsuits and potential workers' compensation claims. We'll discuss the statute of limitations and the types of compensation that may be pursued. In another episode, we'll discuss how do we hold manufacturers and suppliers accountable. We'll investigate what the artificial stone slab manufacturers and suppliers knew about the risks and when. And we'll examine ongoing lawsuits and the role of corporate responsibility. In another episode, we'll discuss global perspectives, bans and regulations. We'll discuss how the international health community has responded to artificial stone and the epidemic, including Australia's ban. We'll compare global safety standards and what can be learned from them. In another episode, we'll discuss voices from the front lines. We'll hear from workers, feature their interviews, those who've experienced silicosis firsthand, and we'll share their journeys, their challenges, and their advocacy efforts. In another episode, we'll focus on community support and highlight organizations and movements working to protect artificial stone workers. And we'll discuss how community support can drive change and improve safety standards. In another episode, we'll discuss a look ahead, what possible innovations are on the horizon, and hope for fabrication workers. We'll discuss emerging technologies and practices aimed at reducing silica exposure. We'll discuss the future of the industry and the path towards safer working conditions. So thank you for joining us. Looking forward to discussing this topic with you in the future. Once again, my name is James Nevin from the law firm of Brayton Purcell, and this was our first episode of From Dust to Verdict, a podcast focused on the epidemic of accelerated silicosis in artificial stone countertop fabrication workers and the lawsuits associated with that epidemic.
This video contains subjective commentary and opinion-free speech intended to provoke thought and discussion. Investigative commentary intended to shed light on matters of public interest to inform the audience and encourage civic engagement, accountability, and transparency. Findings that are a result of diligent research, fact-checking, and analysis of publicly available material, including news reports, public records, interviews, personal research, experiences, published peer-reviewed medical and scientific literature, published governmental health authority regulations and findings, and other accessible sources. Any conclusions drawn reflect the creator's interpretation of that information and are presented in good faith, and are not intended to malign, defame, or harm the reputation of any individual, group, company, or entity, but rather are intended to be allegations acknowledged to be disputed by artificial stone slab manufacturers and suppliers. The speech herein is protected under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Litigation privilege, CA-CC 47B. Fair reporting privilege, CA-CC 47D1. Anti-SLAPP, CCP 425.16. And fair use doctrine, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976.